Hi, we started Unit 3 today. These are the first signs that we learned in Unit 3. There are many of them, and I highly recommend that you spend some time on YouTube, which you're already here now, good for you, reviewing these. Whether you've been absent or whether you were here, you're going to need to review outside of class in this unit because there's a couple hundred signs that we're going to be learning, including cities and states. So, at the beginning, we did slides 1 through 21, and that's more than 21 signs because our map slide had a lot of cities and states on it. So we're going to go over those now. The first one was a lot of something, and that is this, a lot of something. Then we did to be beautiful or pretty. This is also used for pretty. Remember, facial expression, you've got pretty and beautiful, bigger facial expression there. We have to do as an action. Now this is kind of an open C hand. You can do it to do this way or to do with both hands making a circular motion away from each other, away and toward, I guess, clockwise and counterclockwise, to do. During, D hand shapes, during. During. Family is a review. We've done that sign before, family. Fun. These are H hand shapes from the nose down to your non-dominant H hand. You and me, we, the two of us, it's kind of a K hand shape between whoever you're talking about, the two of us. So this would be you and me. Vacation. Vacation. To be born. Okay, this is kind of an iconic sign, to be born. I'm raising it up a little bit. It needs to be down kind of towards your belly button. To be born. This is the motion. To be born. To be from, like I am from Otsego. Non-dominant hand, dominant hand makes an X, and then you pull away. Okay, make sure that your palm is facing away from you, non-dominant. From. Then we have to grow up. This is iconic, it makes sense. You're going to start down by your waist and grow up. Grow up. This is what my hand looks like. Okay, grow up. Next was to be here, as in we are here at Wayland High School. Here. Here, what's the difference between what and here? What, okay, that's that WH face, what, shoulders kind of hunched, head forward. And here is down by your waist. Obviously, my face is very different. I'm not scrunching my eyebrows for here. We are here. To live in. We learned live at the beginning of the year. It's L's, starting down at your waist and going up, live. Oh, I see. This is another review. Y hand shape. Oh, I see. Don't forget that facial expression. Then we have beach. Non-dominant hand can do either a fist or an open palm. Dominant hand starts as an S, and you're going to come up like this is the water crashing on the beach. Beach. Then we have ocean. Start with water, signing water, and then you're going to make the waves of the ocean. Ocean. To rollerblade, fours, four hand shape. Rollerblade, these are like the wheels, okay? Rollerblade. Then we did to ski, X hand shape, okay? These are your skis, and you're going to go down the hill, ski, ski. To visit, again, another review. Some people do V's, visit, and some people do K's. Either one of those is right. Make sure you're doing a forward bicycle motion on that. Then we come to our map of America, where we have a ton of signs. We learned America, which again, I learned that this is because American pioneers and the first colonists built cabins that look like this, okay? So these are the logs coming together. Some of you historians might correct me, but that is the way the sign came to be. It looks like the ends of a log cabin. It goes in a circle, America. United States is just U.S., and then Canada, our neighbor to the north. We learned 4 Canadian provinces. We have Alberta, which looks like this, Alberta. Manitoba, which is an M and makes a cross on your shoulder. Ontario, O in a circle that goes around like this, Ontario. Quebec is with a Q, same motion. Now, some of the states we learned, not all states have signs. Some you fingerspell their abbreviation. Those are all different, but they're in your Unit 3 packet. Okay, we learned Washington, which is a W from the shoulder, Washington. Oregon, same motion, just a different hand shape, Oregon. California, this sign comes from the gold rush, believe it or not. This is the sign for gold. So, gold rush, California. Alaska, okay, starts with an A and goes out like this. Think of Eskimos, okay? So if I went like this, it would look like that hood, right? But it's just one hand, Alaska. Montana is an M, in kind of a box without the bottom. Arizona on the chin. Then we learned Mexico, our neighbor to the south. Mexico, southwest. This comes from the Cape, okay, Mexico. Hawaii, H. Not hard to figure that one out. That comes from beautiful. Okay, Hawaii is a beautiful place. Texas is an X hand shape, not a T, and it makes a 7. Texas. Michigan, I just wanted to teach you because obviously that's where we live. Michigan doesn't have its own sign. It is M-I-C-H. M-I-C-H. Some people ask me, why can't we just do M-I? Because that's the postal abbreviation, because that's not ASL. That's a postal abbreviation. Deaf people have created the signs for the different states. Michigan is M-I-C-H. Indiana is also the sign for Native American or Indian, and I think that's where the sign came from, Indiana. West Virginia, you're going to sign West, and then VA, Virginia. West Virginia. New York, Y hand shape on your non-dominant hand going back and forth. This comes from the subway. This is the sign for New York City as well as New York State. It's used for both. Those are all the states that we learned, and then we did learn some cities. We learned Atlanta, which is an A on the chest, Atlanta. Atlanta, start non-dominant side, go to dominant side. Boston. Chicago, shape of a 7. Lots of city signs are like that. Denver, okay, just shake it in front of you. Houston is on the side of your face with an H, but it's H pointed up, Houston. Los Angeles, obviously LA, Los Angeles. New Orleans is actually an O with your dominant hand on your non-dominant hand. Okay, New Orleans. We talked about New York. Philadelphia is a P in the shape of a 7. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We learned the sign for city or town, which is this. And I always picture, if you think of our sign for house, it's many houses, and that shortened looks like this. Okay, that's a city. Salt Lake City is SLC. San Francisco, SF. Seattle, just like Denver, shake in front of you, Seattle. And then Washington, D.C. is the same as Washington State, except for we add that D.C. Washington, D.C. And those are the signs we learned today. You need to do a lot of practicing so you get these deep down into your brain and can remember them. Good luck practicing.